concern is concerned. R for research. Research in the sense we have a research committee. Last year also we got so many research and all the area, and we got the research award. We have given international recognition also. But what is the role of this institute as far as research is concerned? So we have identified 3 areas this year which will be focus area as far as the research is concerned. Tax GDP ratio. Tax GDP ratio, if you see the developed country, it's a more or less 22%. 22% is the tax GDP ratio. In our country, it's less than 3% or 9% or buoyancy, tax buoyancy, all these things. So our target is the GDP is growing. On the commensurate with the growth of the GDP, whether the tax assessee filing of the return or the payment of the taxes are increasing in that proportionate or not. So this research paper we are going to give to the government. This is our analysis as an Institute of Chartered Accountants India. This is the growth of the GDP, and these are the income tax or GST or other SSC as far as taxation is concerned, and how to improve the SSC in taxation is concerned. So the GDP and the tax GDP ratio should increase if this country has to be developed country in 2047. So we will give a roadmap. We will give a roadmap how this tax GDP ratio is going to be increased. Second point, there are so many irrelevant laws in this country which has been coming since 150 years long ago. There are some laws the government has been able to remove, but there are still many laws in this country which are not relevant. So we have formed a committee in the research wing how to identify all the legislation which are not relevant in today's time. With the changing time, with the digitalization, with the e-governance, there are many laws which are not relevant. So we will identify and we will help and support the government. This is the list as per ICI. These laws has become redundant, and we recommend that you consider and reconsider this law, how this law can be removed, become stuck off, or how you can make a new law in this area. This is the second point. Third point, as far as research is concerned, as you all are aware, we have implemented UDIN. Now, Unique Documented Identification Number. This is the initiative in which every chartered accountant, when certify something, they have to give a number. And this number is alphanumerical number. Any user of the balance sheet, they can come to our portal and they can put this number which they have received from the chartered accountant signature. They can know the credential of the CA. So the impersonation and fake CA certificates have been eliminated. Now, after this implementation of UDIN in last 4 years, we have now the data. There are 763 districts in this country. We have the data which district, what kind of certification are generated by the chartered accountant. Now, if any particular district, the chartered accountant service only can be obtained if there is some commercial activity. Without commercial activity, the services of chartered accountant cannot be there. So we have the data which district, how many UDIN are generated by our member. Now these are the parameter. This can be one of the parameter. Which district has a more certification by CA and which district has less certification by CA. So these data we are going to give to the government. While framing the policy of aspirational district, they can consider this is also one of the parameters. There are many parameters the government might be considering, but this is one of the parameters they can assess whether this district is equally economically advancing or not. Economical activity are going on or not. If not, they can frame the policy. If the policy is support them, the development of this district can take place with the basis of the data we are going to give to the government.